This is another Clash Academy from the Valhalla files. VaLo variation 3-star attacks. Clan Wars. VaLo variations are strategies that focus on the unlikely combination of Valkyrie and balloons. If you look here, I have a battle strategy for a Town Hall 8 attack that I'm about to execute, where I simply slaughter the defenses. And the gist of this strategy is the same as a holo, which is something you might see on the Hulk files, where the balloons take out the outer defenses while the hogs go inside. Well, really, a VaLo is really pretty similar, except you're using Valkyrie, and of course Valkyrie have their own nuances. With a VaLo, I generally lure. At higher Town Hall levels, I might use an extra golem and lead with that and make sure the clan castle troops lock onto the golem. But otherwise, it's usually much safer and better for pathing to just eliminate the CC. If you watch carefully there, I used the Valkyrie trick, where I used one Valkyrie to kill a bunch of troops. If you look here, I'm hitting to the one side, and then I'm going to hit on the opposite side. This is basically creating a funnel. This helps me direct the Valkyrie. It's very important in a VaLo strategy to use a surgical strike. So if you look there, what I'm trying to accomplish is getting the Valkyrie into the core where the air defenses are. That's where this strategy excels. In particular, at Town Hall 9, where you get the use of a jump spell, and the troops used in this strategy are at maximum strength. If you look there, I get my wall breakers there just in time to get my Valkyrie to backtrack and go into the core. Now watch closely as I eliminate the air defenses. I'm going to use loons to destroy the defenses. And I'm going to use one loon for cannons and mortars and 2 loons for archer towers. And that's because that's just efficiency. At Town Hall 10, you might want to up that to 3 for the archer towers. And you'll have to modify that if there's other defenses nearby that are going to be shooting down your loon. And if you see there, I just simply, once that core is taken out and the loons get in there, the defense is pretty helpless. And the video continues with slaughtering there. And it'll work on a much higher level defense, but this is the replay that I had handy when I made this video. The hardest part is you got to eliminate the CC quickly, because loons are painfully slow, so running out of time can be an issue. And then directing the path of the Valkyrie can sometimes be tricky. But if you hit it just right, you will do a lot of damage and net that 3-star for your clan. The strategies specialize more suited for clan wars attacks, because in regular raiding it's a bit more difficult to make sure that you have a base that's acceptable to VaLo. Though at Town Hall 9, currently in our current push, there are several Town Hall 9 champions that use VaLo to get there. Speaking of Town Hall 9, now I will show you a battle plan from Zam. Zam does a little bit different. He hits the archer towers after the initial attack. But again, this is a perfect VaLo base. All the air defenses are smack dab in the middle. You get the Valkyrie in there and game over. Like I said, at Town Hall 9, I feel this strategy particularly shines because Valkyrie are at their maximum strength, and so are balloons. If you look there, very important to eliminate the archer queen and get rid of the CC troops. Here he leads with using heal and rage to eliminate the CC. It's very important that your Valkyrie don't get stuck on a wall in front of clan castle troops. That's a good way to end up with no stars. A couple of wizards firing on a pack of Valkyrie trying to get through a wall will die pretty quick. Now as the air defenses go down, you'll see Zam surgically taking out the archer towers, leaving the air defense capabilities of this base completely crippled. And as you see again, once the core is eliminated, the balloons make quick work of the remaining base, and it basically becomes cleanup. After this Town Hall 3-star, I'm going to move into a Town Hall 10 3-star. As I said before, if you identify a base that is weak to a VaLo strategy, it can be 3-star, and that includes Town Hall 10. You might need to adjust your numbers to surgically take out the defenses, but it's still very possible. Please forgive the iPad look there. If you look at this base here, all the air defenses and infernals are in the core, making it ideal. The reason for that iPad look is I had to update my reflector during this record, and I did not realize that there was a setting. And after I had realized there was a setting, I had lost the recording. And you look here, I'm going to do a very concentrated strike, so I'm using all my wall breakers to try to get into that central compartment and get all my golems going in there. The disadvantage of this is it does make my wizards get flanked. As you watch here, I don't end up keeping very many of my wizards because defenses start locking onto them. But once the clan castle troops have locked onto my golems, I put in my Valkyrie. And once my Valkyrie get to the core, I'm going to lay a rage there in front of my troops, and then I'm going to drop freezes. And if you look there, the Valkyrie will very quickly destroy a lot of the defenses. And I'm going to pause here a second, and now once those defenses are down, I'm going to begin my surgical strike, and that's where my red arrows are. Purple for a rage. And basically, once the major defenses are down, being the air defenses, and the other ones are locked onto the troops in the core, there isn't a whole lot to stop the loons on the outside there. I use a rage down below to quickly get my loons to those defenses that were still operating on the bottom there. And you see here, my core troops are pretty much gone, but I have my pretty much full health queen there still running and a few balloons. And there I've pretty much secured the 3-star at that point. Again, VaLo is very powerful against bases where you have the brunt of the defenses, primarily the air defenses and infernals in the core. It's also ideal if you also have the expos there as well, because the loons are very efficient in taking out archer towers, wizard towers, cannons, mortars, those sorts of things. And if you can work the attack so that major defenses are eliminated, you'll be surprised at how far you'll get. I'm going to end this with a 3-star Town Hall 9 attack where it didn't quite go as planned. I believe this one's by Keg. And a base like this is also still ideal for VaLo, but you want to get your Valkyrie into the core. And Valkyrie can be a finicky troop. That's why it's usually better to attack to the left and right of where you want to go first, and then leave a few buildings where you want the Valkyrie to go. That kind of helps with pathing. Keg starts off strong here, but you'll see the Valkyrie kind of work their way sideways. But he still manages to net the 3-star by being patient with his loon deployment, and that's why it's a pretty effective strategy at Town Hall 9, is that there's room for adjustment. I would have recommended a lure if you can. If not luring, try to make sure the golems lock on to the CC. That way the golems can take a lot more of the brunt. If you look here, those Valkyrie are still going, and as the wizards get in there, Keg gets the loons started on surgically destroying the defenses. And this is a really close 3-star. Actually, looking at the replay, almost looks like he won't get it, but manages to squeak it in at the last second. But if you clear out all those air defenses, the base is pretty helpless. But if you have those base design where there's 2 in the core and 2 on the outer layer of the defenses, you can work in a single lava hound or use a rage to blitz the air defense that isn't in the core. And at Town Hall 9 and even at 10, that can still be a very effective attack. So there you have it. 3-star attacks with VaLo strategies, Town Hall 8, Town Hall 9, and Town Hall 10. And this has been a Death's Door and Valhalla production, a part of the Clash Academy series, Valhalla Files. Please check the channel for more. Special thanks to Hafed, who really helped me develop these hybrid attacks.